All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we're back on Buzzfeed quizzes to do a kind of a special video today. This video is going to be going up on Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to all of you who celebrate it. If you don't, if you're like outside of America or whatever, just happy Thursday, I suppose. But if you are American and you celebrate it, happy Thanksgiving. I decided to do a special video today where we go through a couple different Buzzfeed quizzes on Thanksgiving food and traditions, I guess. I don't know if there's any traditions, I just made that up. I think it's all food, but I just wanted to do something special, I guess, for Thanksgiving. Since I already did the Halloween candy tier list on Halloween, I figured I'd do something for Thanksgiving as well. So we got a couple of different Buzzfeed quizzes lined up today. Don't know if we'll get through them all as always, but we'll try to get through a bunch of them, just see what we can do on our opinion on Thanksgiving in general. So first quiz here is, it's weird, but whether you think these 16 Thanksgiving foods are classy or trashy will determine which side of your brain you think with. As always on Buzzfeed quizzes, the quizzes answers have nothing to do with like the thing. So like this is just whether you like Thanksgiving food or not, and somehow they're gonna say which side of the brain I think with. Doesn't really matter the results of this. It's basically me just saying which Thanksgiving foods I like. So just think of it that way. So turkey, first and foremost, I think it's a classy. I think you have to have it on Thanksgiving. I understand. Listen, I'm not gonna name names, but there's people in my family who make some dry ass turkeys that aren't very good. So it's not my favorite Thanksgiving food, but I'm liking it more because ironically enough, my girlfriend's family make like fire turkey. It's so good. I don't know how they do it, but it's really good. So I like it a lot more than I used to. Mashed potatoes and gravy I think are great. Even just outside of Thanksgiving, I like mashed potatoes and gravy. So there's that. Stuffing I think is probably my favorite Thanksgiving food. It's the one I only eat on Thanksgiving, so I have to like it a lot. Cranberry sauce, I'm one of the people who I just don't like it. I'm not a fan personally. It's, I don't shame people if they have differing opinions on me than food, because I'm very picky first and foremost, as well as my opinions just tend to sway differently. But personally, I do not like cranberry sauce at all. Same thing with green bean casserole. I don't like green beans. I don't like onions. I don't like any aspect of green bean casserole. I always pass it up. It's not for me. I understand a lot of people love it. It's just not my thing. Sweet potato casserole, not very good. I'll be honest. I think there's just better Thanksgiving foods out there. I can eat it if it's there, but I never am reaching out of my way to get it, I'd much rather have something like this. Mac and cheese, ooh, some good mac and cheese is the best, man, let me tell you. Cornbread too. Cornbread I love so much. I actually really don't eat it for Thanksgiving. I don't know if many people, like if that's more your tradition, but ours is actually just like dinner rolls personally, but I still love cornbread. Pumpkin pie, probably my second favorite pie of all time, next to the cherry pie from Walmart specifically. Don't ask me why if you've never had it. The cherry pie from Walmart is the best pie there is, period. But this is good. Pumpkin pie is good. Pecan pie I'm not a fan of personally. For me, it's a lot of the texture. Like the texture of it's a little weird to me, and just the taste in general I'm not the biggest fan of ever. Stuffed mushrooms I've never had for Thanksgiving, but I'm sure they're good. I like mushrooms in general, so I'd say classy more than trashy. Brussels sprouts, people make fun of me a lot in real life because I'm very picky. Like I hate vegetables, man. I don't know what it is. I think it was because when I was a kid, my mom tried to force me to eat them nonstop with every single meal all the time, and was like one of those parents is like, if you don't finish your vegetables you can't leave. So like it became a thing where I don't like them. I'm getting better, admittedly. I'm trying more, and I'm re-eating some of the ones I used to hate and finding I don't hate them as much. But in general, veggies like Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, like I'm not a fan, so trashy for me. But who knows, I haven't had Brussels sprouts in a long time, so maybe I like it now. How do you feel about butternut squash soup? I wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't go out of my way to eat it. If I had to, I'd eat it, but not my favorite. Ambrosia salad, my mom loves this. I hate it, dude. I hate it. I used to like it as a kid, but the older I got, the less I liked it. Also, I'm allergic to pineapple, like pretty bad, so I can't eat some of them because some people put pineapple in theirs, so just something I can't eat usually. And then baked ham, I have to say it, baked ham is probably my favorite Thanksgiving dish. I love ham personally. I don't know why. I love a good like honey baked ham. Ooh, very, very good. Either way though, the result is left brain, which means I'm more logical, analytical, and a total planner at heart, which in general is pretty true. I don't think that has anything to do with my Thanksgiving food tastes, if I'm gonna be real honest. I think that's just kind of bullshit that BuzzFeed made up. But you know what? They got it right. So as always in a BuzzFeed video, if they get it right, I can't be mad at them, because I mean, hey, they got it right. So next one is, how popular are your Thanksgiving food opinions? So this is like a comparison one, what people think they like more. Again, I just said it, I like ham more. I know I'm in the minority there. Most people like turkey, but in my experience, turkey is just not as good. Although, like I said, I'm liking turkey more and more every year. So who knows? Maybe in like 2 years, I'll like turkey. But as for right now, I like ham more. Mashed potatoes or sweet potato casserole. I said it earlier too. Mashed potatoes for sure. I'm glad I'm in the minority there. If you're picking sweet potato casserole over just good ass mashed potatoes, I can't be friends with you. Mashed potatoes are just so good. Gravy over cranberry sauce. I don't like cranberry sauce, and you can put gravy on everything on your Thanksgiving plate and it's gonna be good. So I'm for sure picking gravy. Green bean casserole or green beans. I don't like green beans at all, so neither, but I guess I have to pick green beans technically because I won't eat the green bean casserole. So I mean, for me this is neither though, so I'm gonna discount that. Next up, corn on the cob or cornbread. I like cornbread, dude. Cornbread's good. I don't know why. I know a lot of people don't like cornbread that much, but I love cornbread. I also like corn on the cob and like corn in general, so I'm fine with either of these. I probably at Thanksgiving dinner would eat both, to be honest, but if I had to pick one I liked more, I'd say cornbread. Stuffing or mac and cheese? This is a hard one, probably. It depends how good the mac and cheese is, because sometimes you get like okay mac and cheese. In that case it would be stuffing, but if you get like the really good mac and cheese, I think I'd pick mac and cheese. But you know what, since it's conditional on like having to be really good mac and cheese, I think I have to pick stuffing, right? I think that makes more sense. And like, because pretty much all stuffing is good, but like in order to be better than stuffing, mac and cheese has to be like perfect for me. So I think I'd pick kind of pie, pumpkin, apple, or pecan. I'm a pumpkin pie kind of guy. It used to be my favorite, now the cherry pie from Walmart, like I said a little bit ago. But in general, pumpkin pie is probably my second or third favorite pie. It's good. It's really good. But I eat it outside of Thanksgiving too, though, so that's also something that like you have to keep in mind. I like it that much. Apple cider, eggnog. Eggnog I'm not a huge fan of. I've had it a couple times, and some of them are good, some of them are bad, but apple cider for me. I can drink pretty much any apple cider and be happy, but eggnog has to be like very specific in a good one. So I am in the majority there, which is good. So there you go. There's my Thanksgiving food opinions in comparison to maybe yours and other people's. Next quiz here though is the time has come to rate these Thanksgiving fast foods as bottom tier, mid tier, or god tier. So I mean, all the foods are basically the same, and you understand how I feel about them now, but now I'm basically ranking them in like a tier list. So mashed potatoes, god tier. If I'm going to a Thanksgiving dinner and there's no mashed potatoes, I'm gonna be pissed off. That's got to be a god tier item. Same thing with turkey. If you're like, listen, actually taste wise probably mid tier, but like if I'm going to Thanksgiving and you don't have a turkey, I'm leaving, period. Like there's something wrong there. It's the staple food of Thanksgiving. It has to be god tier because of that, although the quality on turkey can differ so much that I understand why people would put it in mid tier, to be honest. Stuffing, a god tier food. One of the best things at Thanksgiving dinner is stuffing. Disagree or not, I don't care. I love stuffing. It's good. I used to actually hate it a couple years ago, but as I got older and more refined tastes, if you will, I discovered that stuffing's like the shit. It's so good. Peas, bottom tier. I hate peas, dude. Who eats peas during Thanksgiving? I've never had like a bowl of peas just sitting out during Thanksgiving dinner, but not for me. Not for me. Cranberry sauce, I already said I don't like, so that's got to be bottom tier. Apple pie, I'd say mid tier. I understand a lot of people love it, but I like pumpkin pie more, and I think apple pie in general is just okay for me. It's just the texture of the apples, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's weird to me. Pumpkin pie is god tier. My second favorite pie of all time. Best pie on Thanksgiving for sure. I'd say god tier. Mac and cheese, look, when mac and cheese is good, it's good, man. Like, it's good. So I gotta say god tier for mac and cheese. Ham's my favorite Thanksgiving food, so I'd say god tier, but I understand most people put it like, actually this one's pretty split, to be honest. Only a difference of like a couple thousand votes even between first and last. Pretty crazy there, but I understand most people don't like it as much as me personally. Brussels sprouts, don't like, bottom tier. Thank God I'm in the majority there. I'm glad people don't like them. It makes me happy. Cornbread, god tier. I understand most people would put it mid tier. I almost put it there myself, but I like cornbread a lot. Carrots, I think, are mid tier for sure. Like, you have to think about your plate on Thanksgiving as like a plot of real estate. You only have so much room to eat the best things. And if you're going out of your way to take up a lot of space for carrots, like, I gotta shake my head at you a little bit. But I understand putting like a few on there. So I'd put them at mid tier. Rolls, I think, are god tier too. Again, I have rolls a lot more than I have like cornbread or anything, so I'd say that's god tier. Corn, mid tier. It's just another vegetable that you're taking our precious real estate for no reason. Green bean casserole, do not like, bottom tier for me. Same thing with sweet potatoes. I'm in the majority for a lot of these, which is kind of surprising because I figured most people would like these more than they do. Lastly though, gravy, god tier. You gotta pour it over the whole plate on Thanksgiving. Get everything, get the stuffing, the turkey, the mashed potatoes, get some gravy on all of that, and you're gonna be happy, period. So it's gotta be god tier for me. So there we go. There's where I rank everything on a tier list, if you will. And then last quiz I have lined up for today is we know which holiday movie you should watch based on your Thanksgiving dinner you prepare. So kind of tying into the next holiday after Thanksgiving, which is Christmas. So we'll go here. So choose a main dish: turkey, chicken, pumpkin ravioli, or tofurkey. Now, I will admit, I've never had tofurkey or pumpkin ravioli, so maybe they're good. But if you're picking anything other than turkey, there's something wrong with you. Potatoes, mashed potatoes, and gravy. If you mashed potatoes with like cheese in them are very good as well, but I think mashed potatoes with gravy are just the classic Thanksgiving. Loaded baked potatoes are also pretty good. I'm not the biggest baked potato fan of all time. I think it's just a hassle to eat, to be honest, in comparison to like mashed potatoes. So I gotta go mashed potatoes and gravy. Casseroles, stuffing, for sure. I've said stuffing's one of my favorite Thanksgiving meals, and I don't like green bean casserole, sweet potato casserole, or squash casserole, so I have to pick stuffing there. Choose a fruit or vegetable: cranberry sauce, green beans, ambrosia salad, or Brussels sprouts. If I was going to eat any of these, it would probably be the ambrosia salad, although I don't like any of these, to be honest, so I guess I'll have to go with that. Fall drink. Oh, they always got to throw in the pumpkin spice latte and the fall themed or Thanksgiving themed quiz. Of course, it's Buzzfeed, they have to, right? But I probably would say hot chocolate or apple cider, but probably apple cider for like Thanksgiving meals. Last question of the day though, finally, choose a pie for dessert. Actually, I'm gonna go with the chocolate pie. As much as I love pumpkin pie, I said it's second or third because second is probably chocolate. It goes cherry, chocolate, then pumpkin. So I'm gonna go chocolate here, surprisingly, even though I've talked up pumpkin pie so much up until this point. But the movie they recommended for me is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. You know what? Pretty good Christmas movie. Gotta be top 5 for me, so I'll accept the answer. If they said Elf, I would have shit my pants a little bit because that's my favorite Christmas movie that I watch every year. So I would have been impressed if they did that. But BuzzFeed can't always be right. Sometimes they do miss. If you haven't seen that video, go watch that video of my last BuzzFeed quiz video. But they do miss a little bit sometimes. But you know what? I'll accept the answer. It's good enough for me. Either way though, guys, that's gonna be it for today. It was just a quick little fun video that I wanted to post on Thanksgiving, not take up too much time, but still be in the holiday tradition a little bit, if you will. So hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, hit the like button down below. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications for when I post more videos just like this. It's free and you can always unsubscribe later. Either way, guys, I thank you and I appreciate you for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.